everybody, Ryan McCaffrey with IGN. We're at Bungie for IGN First. It is a month-long deep dive into Destiny, and I'm here with Sage Merrill, the sandbox design lead on the game. And Sage, you're going to show us, now that the beta's over, we got about 6 weeks or so to wait till the final game is out on September 9th. You've got a little sneak preview of what higher level life can look like.
Absolutely. I'm going to run you guys through a little overview of my high-level Titan here, my Striker subclass.
Let's jump in.
Okay. Definitely, by the time you hit level 20, and I'll bring this up here, you're starting to get all of your toys, right? And you're really starting to fire on all cylinders, right? You've got all the tools in your toolbox, and you can go out and pretty much go do any activity that you like.
Right.
Especially now I've been working on this guy for a little while. He's up to 29.
So you look awesome. Now let's see what awesome things you can do.
Okay, great. Quick overview for those of you that don't know. Down the left side here, I've got weapons. On the right side here, I've got a bunch of gear. This is all my helmets, chest pieces, etc. And then I'm going to dive in here to, like I said before, this is the Striker subclass. I'm going to dive into the primary tree here and give you guys an idea about what you can experience.
So we've got our grenades on the left, and you were telling me earlier, it basically the progression is mostly upper left to lower right corner. So that's where we're sort of trending towards as the game goes on.
Correct, roughly that. And then you've got columns. So you've got grenades here. You've got movement modes with options. These little arrows indicate that these are primary abilities that you won't lose, and then below those are upgrades. So you've got grenade, melee, grenade, movement modes, super, melee. Then you start hitting possible options to change your stats, as you see, and then you go to a column of passives, more stat options, and then your second column of passives. And then, by the time you can unlock all of these, you are nearing the end of the primary campaign, and then you're, like we said, you're really starting to fire on all cylinders. So you can make adjustments depending on what you're going to go do. So,
and what are a couple of your favorites here? Obviously, you've got a few of these particularly selected for your Arc Titan. What are some of your preferences?
Sure. So I've been playing PvE recently with this guy, so that means I'm running this first grenade, which is blind because it's very effective against the AI, or shutting down the AI for a short period of time. I was saying earlier, I love shoulder charge. We'll be showing that in a minute out in the world. So I can't really get enough of shoulder charge. And then right now I'm running shockwave. Normally I would be running death from above. But I'm getting that from this exotic helmet over here. So this actually gives me
you get a double
shockwave,
dip.
so I get to double dip. Yep, exactly. So because of that, I'm running this one. And so I think we may go into that a little bit more, but you guys wanted to actually see what this looks like, right?
Yeah, let's check them out. All right, Sage, so we're here. We're ready to show off this bad boy. What have you got?
Okay, so a little bit of introduction here. We're down on Earth. First off, this is a debug build, so it doesn't run at full frame rate, and I've got some cheats enabled so that I can just run abilities over and over, so we can demo that stuff for you.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, first thing obviously you'll see is my gun is a little special. This is an exotic called Red Death.
Like the bloody spikes, the skull and crossbones, nice touch.
Yeah, so this has a couple of primary or important perks on it. So body shots with this weapon increase precision damage, and then Red Death, so it kills, heal me, and speed up reloads. So I guess we'll start, since that's front and center, we can run over here and just show that real quickly. Oh, I can show shoulder charge on the way. So I use shoulder charge fairly often, just as like an air dash.
Is it like a knockback as well on enemies, or?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's or worse.
Yes, I prefer the leaping version here, if I can get this going. Yeah, the knee. But you can see that. Well, I'm not hurt much, but when I kill this guy, it will trigger my health regen. and then my reload is very, very quick, right? So anyway, this is an exotic that I'm running on this guy. This is a pulse rifle. So I get 3-shot bursts very quickly. And then we were talking about my helmet, which gives me that, and then the
little Kal-El-esque right there.
Yeah, and then the additional out in front. So I can see. Let me just slide behind this rock here. I can change this up here and say, say I wanted to, instead of doing that, I wanted to leave aftermath. And again, cheats on, so I can do this as often as I want. So now that leaves a little present for anyone else that is in that area. So if I wanted to go and take these guys out, right, and then that leaves a little something to remind them of that I was there. And then I've got my
these
my
poor
punch.
level 2.
Yeah, we're just here for our amusement. So Storm Fist is that last thing that I demoed, and then I'm running Illuminated, which means that it significantly reduces the cooldown of Fist of Havoc, which means that I get Fist of Havoc back more. Actually, let me run over here and get a breather. So globally, what I'm doing with this guy is I am looking to stack intellect and strength. Strength increases the time that my melee comes back, and I get these effects from my armor. I'm looking to stack intellect and strength, and the reason that I'm doing that is so that if I stack strength, that means I get my melee more often, which means I get to punch guys, which means I get to delete them more often with electricity, right? But simultaneously, every time I hit them, I'm charging my super more, so then I get to use my amazing, deliver the shock from far, far away.
So this is basically an evolution of Bungie's famous 30 seconds of fun loop. You want to keep that going as much as you can.
Absolutely, right. And we want to, I mentioned earlier, like that sort of combat jazz or combat improvisation of like running through my various different cooldowns, trying to figure out like what is the order in which I am going to stack things and deliver them, to my opponents. So with this guy, I will typically try to start with this as an introduction, right? Maybe I'll, do that and then possibly finish off. Oh, this is real overkill for these shanks. Yeah. And yeah, a little bit faster than 30 seconds because they're only level 2, but...
Well, that is a taste of high-level action that you have waiting for you when Destiny releases later this year. Sage, thanks very much, and for more on all things Destiny, you're already in the right place here at IGN.